In this video, we're going to look at positioning elements using CSS. So for this example, we're going to start by looking at text alignment and how it works. So you'll see in the QLearn course, there is a bit of CSS. So it does say to add in the H1 selector when we do this and say text align. That's supposed to be a hyphen. Center, and again, the American spelling of center is required for this. Right, we save that, and what we should see in our live preview is our heading 1 has moved center. All right, so obviously that would be annoying every time we go in and want to add something to our heading 1. So we can actually just include this as part of H1. We can have multiple lines. So text align center. If we save that, you'll notice that it's however, if we try the same thing with image, so text align, center, save that. So you'll notice that the picture doesn't move. And I guess for some people wondering, where has the dog mysteriously come from? So I actually went ahead and completed the extension activity from lesson 2, which was to create, get a third image from the internet. So that's why it's got a massively source, but actually make it a link to my page. Click on the picture and go into page 2. Okay, so what we want to look at is how do we set it up so that we can center our images. And the way we can do that is through the use of a HTML division. So a division is, as it says, something that separates parts of our web page. So to do that, we say division. All right, in the example, it tells us to put in an image, but I've already done that, so that's what I'm adding into the division. Right, so we just put the closing tag for the division at the end of the ridiculously long, closes the division for us. All right, so once that's in the division, that won't magically make it center. All right, but what it does allow us to do is to add some style to that. In the main.css file, say division, again, as the selector, curly braces, and then what we want to do is we'll say the width of it is 800 pixels. Margin is going to be set to auto. And so what this does is it'll automatically work out the margins on the left and the right and center the picture on the screen. We save that now. We have a look at our browser. I know what's wrong. It's because my window is not 800 pixels. So it didn't appear to be centered because the I guess the window that it was in wasn't 800 pixels wide, and you can still see there's a bit of a gap here. So I guess what we need to do is play around with the number until we find out what the width of the image is. So we can probably have a go at that here. So let's just halve it, I think, close. So 400 pixels, again, we save. You can see it's moving closer to the center. Let's try 300. Getting there. I think 200 might be a step too far, but we'll give it a go. A little bit over. All right, so obviously if you know the width of your image, this does help a lot, but 40. There we go. Oh, slightly to the right, to 60. All right, so I guess you can be as fiddly as you want with that. Oh, hang on, did I say? That'll do. You get the basic idea. So yeah, so that's how we can control our images, is by using divisions. So adding them inside a division tag, width and margin to the divisions. So that covers the basics of how to position elements using CSS.